I want to be successful. How do I become a success? It's hard to be successful. I am successful. Everyone is a success but me. Wow, powerful statements. Have you ever uttered those words yourself? Hey guys, it's Coach D back with the 23% challenge. And today we are talking about success. I want it, I need it. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, normally I give you a definition of the word, or shall I say, of the topic at hand. Today I'm going to do that, but I wanted to enlighten you with a few of the people that I hold in very high regard. These are a few of my role models, and this is their perspective of success. So I have three people: Dr. Maya Angelou, Dr. Deepak Chopra, and Sir Richard Branson. Dr. Angelou says success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. So we can see that she associates being successful with you. Dr. Chopra says that success in life could be defined as the continued expansion of happiness and the progressive realization of worthy goals. So Dr. Chopra relates success to happiness. And lastly, Sir Richard Branson describes success as, he says, that my definition of success is the more you're actively and practically engaged, the more successful you will feel. So Sir Richard Branson associates success with your feelings. Very, very interesting. Now, let's take a look at what Google says. Yes, love Google, right? So Google says that success is the fact of getting or achieving wealth, respect, or fame. It also describes success as the correct or desired result of an attempt. So now that brings up a question. What are you attempting to do? Well, let's figure it out. Now, of course, I have to chime in, right? Coach D has to now give his little 2 cents. So this is my interpretation of the concept of success. Mine is S equals O plus P. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, Coach D, I didn't know math was a part of the 23% challenge. Well, it is today. So allow me to share a little bit of light. The S equals success. The O equals opportunity. And the P means preparation. So I define success as opportunity plus being prepared. So now the question is, or shall I say the questions are, number one, how many opportunities are you creating for yourself, or are you waiting for other people to create opportunities for you? And then our next question is, once the opportunity arrives, whether you created it or someone else created it for you, are you prepared? So therein lies the question as well as the answer. So again, success, it's opportunity meeting preparation. I got a little story for you today. Yes, I always have a story. All right. So a few days ago, I was talking to one of my students who was a little down because he is in need of money. And so his best way to get money legally is to go out and get himself a job. So I said to him, well, okay, so if you want a job, will that equal success in your book? And he says yes, because then I'll have money and I'll be able to buy certain things, either for myself or for my girlfriend or for whomever. So I said, okay, all right, so allow me to offer you a little bit of help. Now, if we go back to my definition, success equals opportunity plus preparation. I then asked him, I said, well, what type of opportunities are you creating for yourself? So in other words, are you waiting on someone to offer you a job, or are you actively seeking employment? And so he says, well, no, I've been looking. And the way in which he said it, I didn't quite believe him. So I said, well, when was the last time you actually went to a store and approached someone about a job? And he says, well, it's been a few weeks. I said, okay, well, let's do this. Number one, let's stop waiting and let's start being a little more proactive. So I asked him, I said, well, what type of job are you looking for? He says, well, something in retail. I said, okay, great. Now, there are a lot of retail stores, any store in particular. He says, well, I'm considering Macy's. I said, great. Macy's is an excellent company to work for. So I said, okay, so this is what I want you to do. Number one, I want you to go over to Macy's. And I want you to speak to someone who can at least direct you to where you can actually fill out an application, whether it's there in the store or perhaps it's online. And make sure you get that person's name and number so that you can contact them once you are ready to actually apply for the job. Now, that's creating the opportunity, him actively going to the store and actually speaking to someone. Now, let's talk about the preparation part. You know, my spiritual mother, as I call her, Iyanla Van Zant, she once talked about a topic called the meantime. And in my interpretation of the meantime is the time that you spend between asking for something and waiting for the answer to show up. So in my student's case, his meantime is talking to the person about a job and waiting for the interview. So this is the advice that I gave to him about the meantime, meaning being prepared. I said, number one, you want to be well groomed. So I advised him to get a haircut and a shave. Also, I said that you need to figure out what type of attire you're going to wear. I recommended business casual. And lastly, because I really, really want him to get the job, is that I would like for him to do a little bit of research about Macy's. You see, and this is for anybody who is applying for a job. What you have to understand is that when you work for a company, your boss will either view you as an asset or a liability. Now, what's the difference? An asset is basically anything that puts money in your pocket. A liability is just the opposite. It's anything that takes money out of your pocket. So for my student, I said to him, you always want to present yourself to your future boss as an asset, meaning how can you add value to the company? How can you bring in more capital, more revenue, more profits? So what I instructed him to do was to do some research. Research the company of Macy's and figure out how you can prove to them that you will be an asset during the interview. Now, most companies have three major divisions. There's sales, there's marketing, and then there's customer service. So, whichever area he wants to thrive in, he needs to figure out how he can prove to be an asset and not a liability. So the jury is still out. I'm not 100% sure if he has taken my advice. I pray to God that he has. But we'll find out. And I'll most certainly stay abreast, and I'll keep you guys abreast as well. So good luck to my student. Now, some people may ask, should I strive for success? Great question. So let's figure it out. Number one, do you have goals you want to accomplish? Is there anything you want to do? What do you really want? So if you answered yes to the first two questions, and now you're starting to think about question number three, then yes, you should most certainly strive for success. Now let's take a look at the benefits of being successful, because sometimes people don't strive for success because they don't see the benefits of it, or maybe they don't understand the process of being successful. So here are a few benefits. Number one, being successful offers inner harmony, or we can say inner peace. It helps to quiet any type of stress or anxiety that you may be experiencing. Being successful also helps in self-discovery. Yes, you will actually learn quite a bit about yourself as you begin to accomplish your goals. Now, what's important in this process is that if you have a very, shall we say, big goal, let's say your goal is to become a millionaire by this time next year. Well, one of the things that you can do, and this will help in the self-discovery aspect, is to break down that long-term goal into short-term goals. You see? So that perhaps every month you are accomplishing little steps that will most certainly help you reach your ultimate goal. Next up is courage. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that by me putting together this video series of the 23% challenge, this has definitely helped me develop my sense of courage. Also, you will become a role model to other people. Once other people, and in particular the people who are surrounded by you on a daily basis, once they see you accomplishing your goals, then guess what? That will ignite something in them to then see you as a role model. And perhaps unknowingly, you will inspire others. And last but not least, one of the biggest benefits of being successful is that you will have improved relationships. Now, whether that relationship is with your significant other, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your friends, whether it's with your co-workers or with your boss, all of your relationships, I believe, will definitely be improved once you become successful in whatever it is you want to become successful in. Now, let's not confuse being successful with being wealthy or having a lot of money. Remember, success is opportunity plus preparation. You see, so whatever it is you want, you just have to create your own opportunities, and while you're waiting for them to materialize, you must be prepared at all times. So, our take-home message is this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know today that if you are afraid of success, don't be. Have the courage. Pursue your dreams, pursue your goals, go out there and get it. Success is waiting for you. So remember, success is opportunity plus preparation. And as always, right, the 23% challenge, eat well, feel well, think well, do well, and of course, be well. Question of the day is, how do you define success? I want to know. So please write me a comment, right? Or you can always write me an email at 23%challenge@gmail.com. That's all that we have for you today. This is Coach D signing out. And remember, go out, accomplish your goals, accomplish your dreams, be successful.